F.A.T.T Show. I'm Dee.
I'm Kevin.
And we have a new segment for you. It's called the F.A.T.T Rant. And Kevin, take it away.
Today's F.A.T.T Rant, really we're looking for this week, is that of Charlie Strong. This is the head coach for the University of Texas Longhorns. Now, if we think about Charlie Strong, we think about a coach that has been around for quite some time. His last stint, obviously, was that of Louisville. Came on to a program that handled by Mack Brown, who had been there for many, many years. Had many bowl appearances, some BCS titles. And we think about the last one, that against USC and Vince Young. But we think about what Charlie Strong's been able to do here at the University of Texas and the Longhorns. That in the Big 12. A pretty difficult conference when we think about it. Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. We have West Virginia. We have Iowa. You have just those TCU. You have some teams in there that can make it very difficult to be able to try to lead in that division and try to get to a college football playoff. But when we think about Charlie Strong, let's be very clear about Charlie Strong. People, there are two different types of coaches. One coach is a player's coach. Another one tends to be a father figure / disciplinarian. And we sometimes can see that those can kind of meld into one head coach. And that's why we see a lot of times with head coaches that are in the college game today are successful. We take Nick Saban in the SEC. But we look at Charlie Strong and what he's been able to do at Texas. Again, 16-20 overall record that he's been there at Texas. He's had some struggles. He's had some good wins. Think about this year, then when he played against Notre Dame, that at Texas Longhorn Stadium, they had a convincing win, really good win, last second win actually. And we think about the players that they've had. But what stands out to us as fans, as people that really like football, is really what Charlie Strong's been able to do for these kids. Let's take and remove what a college head coach does when it comes to being a winning head coach. Let's separate that for a second. Looking at that as a father to these kids. Now think about this. Think about your kid, your son, going to play for the University of Texas Longhorns, the Big 12. A conference that's been, throughout the history, a pretty dominant conference, you think about it. Brought a lot of players to the NFL. But let's think about these parents sending their kids to a school with a guy like Charlie Strong as their head coach. You think about Charlie Strong with that father-like appearance, his demeanor, his care for the student athlete. It's there. It's evident. And why we see a lot of parents send their kids to play for him. But then let's look at the reality of it. The college football playoff. Every team is trying to jockey themselves there. They're trying to get to the top. And really, when we think about that for Charlie Strong, he's just a coach trying to make it. But the college landscape maybe says, okay, you're good with the students, you're father-like, but it's about winning. Bowls, games, winning titles, having good records, having good recruiting classes, all these things come into play. Alumni, boosters. Question for you. Do the boosters and alumni have the back of Charlie Strong? Is that evident? When we notice in the presser today where we saw the rallying of those players for Charlie Strong, where it's even been able to say that they may even boycott the program. What does that tell you? What does that tell you about Charlie Strong and the kind of coach that he is? Has he made mistakes on the football field when it comes to probably decisions and as a head coach? Possibly so. But what he's done with those kids has been very special. And that's why we see that these kids are reacting that way to Charlie Strong. Him not leaving the program. Him being able to stay the course because these kids believe in him. Remembering one game where they actually put Charlie Strong on their shoulders. They held him up high because what they felt. People, we need to get it very clear. In today's college life, there again, that's making that student athlete become really good when it comes to life after football. Yes, they've got to graduate. They have to go in the real world. But the way the college landscape is that winning is important. And that is why we see the situation with Charlie Strong today. A lot of the media saying that he may be out. This may be it for him. Losing that game against Kansas was huge. But he has a rivalry game left against TCU. What does he do? Could it be that if he wins that game, he's able to keep his head coaching position? We can only watch and see. But I can tell you this. I believe in Charlie Strong. I believe what he's doing. But it's unfortunate that the college football landscape